Comedy Mushroom Cult Podcast. Little late start today. Little late start. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can see that we're sunglassed out. Sometimes you just gotta go with it, you know? Sometimes you're not feeling super confident in yourself and in what you've been doing for lately. Other times the weather was fucking 70 degrees and sunny 3 days ago, and then the last 2 days it's been rainy and like 35 degrees. So your entire fucking sinus bullshit swells up on you. And then there's days like today where it overlaps in like a Venn diagram of reasons why I would wear my sunglasses on the podcast. You know? We're not even pretending to not be a slight Tim Dillon ripoff today. It's not... I mean, it's one of those, like, it's very funny. Like, I had a friend tell me, I love compliments. Please, give me compliments all the time. It's kind of my lifeblood at the moment. Compliments and cash would clock it. Would really fucking... I did that on stage in Milwaukee, and I wanted to fucking kill myself. And I was like, thank God I didn't record this. Sorry if I've said that twice. It still sticks in my head. Anytime I see somebody clock it, I'm like, you're a 35-year-old man. You need to fucking relax. Get off the internet. I don't even remember where I started. Oh, compliments and cash. Which we at Ray Roberts Comedy on Instagram, YouTube, Threads, Venmo, Cash App. Send me some money. I maybe have a date in a couple of days and would like to be slightly impressive. So if you Venmo me, this nice woman will have a better time, and I'll look like less of a loser. You know? Isn't that what we all want? Is for me to look less... She knows that I'm broke, which is nice. That's one of the cool things about being honest about who you are lately. Lately. Yeah, we'll say lately. We're trying to be a better person. We're not... Yeah, like I've been honest forever. God forbid a brother tells a lie or two over his lifespan and realizes that that's not the best way to live a life and wants to have a better life, you know? God forbid you didn't come out of the box or out of your 20s, teens, adolescence as a perfect person, and now in your mid-30s you're trying to give it a swing. All right? God forbid. Which is, I mean, I understand's annoying. You know, like, this is shit I probably should have done when I was freshly sober. Like, that's when you get a shot, you know? That's when you get the chance to, like, be annoying. And people are, like, proud of you for it. Not 6 years in. You know, I should have done this at 30. Now that I'm, like, 6.5 years sober, coming up here at the end of the month here, shout out me, I'm a whatever. But, like, I did so many dumb things. Like, I got sober. I mean, I still do drugs. I'm drinking caffeine right now. So, I mean, if we want to be fucking nards about it, online sober community, fucking gatekeeping people trying to be better about themselves. Well, you can't really say that you're sober if you still do drugs. Like, shut up, stupid. You're probably smoking cigarettes to get over your fix. You're eating forever chemicals in all of your food to make your dopamine go higher. So, like, how about let's not be cunts about it. How about we just, like, let people get clean off of what they need to get clean off of? Like the book that I'm reading, shout out Emily St. John Mandel. I read female authors, women authors, if calling them females is offensive to you. Sorry, that changed in, like, the last... You know, like, where, like, the right decided to, like, go to male-female to, like, make, like, a weird trans statement. So anytime I say male-female, it sounds like I'm on the right wing when I'm just like using nomenclature that's not inherently offensive, but can have an you know what I mean? I'm not justifying saying something's gay in 2009. You know, when I say it, I don't mean it like that. Don't Hillary Duff me. Which any fans of the podcast, Classy Dinner podcast, the first iteration of the Comedy Mushroom Cult podcast, we were on the Hillary Duff commercial, not calling things gay, years before Hillary Duff decided to come back and steal her own valor. We were on it first, all right, Hillary? Support Hillary Duff, not Hillary Clinton, first of all. But I want to be on record. I want Hillary Duff to be like, I saw this episode of the Comedy and Mushroom Cult podcast that was recorded in person in Cleveland at Golden Ox Studios. Shout out Cleveland and Golden Ox Studios. And they pulled it up and we watched it. And people forgot that it was a thing. I never forgot, Hillary. Would never say that top is a skirt or whatever. That skirt is a top. I even remember the one that's in, like, the pharmacy, okay? I'm a good person. But anyways. Like, picking now. Jesus Christ, that's gorgeous. But even now, like, it's a weird time to just, like, really double down on trying to be a better person. Like, it really feels like, you know when you have, like, an HR meeting at work, and then, like, somebody's, like, asking questions, and you're like, what's up with this fucking guy? Like, is he hiding something? Or is he, like, trying to, like, actually learn? And that's what I feel like right now. Like, explaining how I operate to people is like, no, I'm earnestly trying to read in public. Because I don't drink. People drink in public. I get nervous with what I want to do with my hands. So I want to sit there and fucking read a book or write at the bar or something. I'm not being performative. I'm trying to better myself. While I'm waiting to say horrible things on a microphone. I'm not over-explaining things to you because I am, but, like, I want to be clear, crystal clear, 100% clear on what my intentions are. It's called communicating. I understand that we can, like, do this whole fucking thing if you want. We can do the fucking dance. We can do the, like, oh, is he actually a dirtbag? And then I have to be like, no, I'm not a dirtbag. Let me show you. Or I could just tell you, and you could believe me until I do something separately. I understand that, like, and I mean, I try to back it up with I'm not asking for, like, a blank slate of, hey, just assume that I'm doing good. I'll make you a resume of who I gave money to when I had it. And, like, what I've done for society comparatively to what you've done. Not you specifically. I'm sure you're a good person who's listening to this and is going to tell all their friends about how I'm changing the world on the internet and, you know, opening your boundaries of thought. So you should listen to it. Your friend. I'm being you specifically. Telling your friend, hey, Comedy Mushroom Cult podcast. You can find it on your favorite podcasting app. Or at Ray Roberts Comedy on YouTube. He's also got stand-up clips on there, you know? Some pretty good ones. Does he have the energy of a guy asking questions at the HR meeting when it could have been over 5 minutes ago? Sure. There's that energy, I suppose. But I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right... Like, I want to know what the rules are. Like, that's what I like about math. Don't worry. Have I ever let you down when I try to swing things around? That's what I like about math, or, like, football, Or like even a corpo job where you have to have HR meetings. Tell me what the rules are. You know? Show me, let me know that it's like 53 and a half yards from sideline to sideline. I think that's what it is. Don't fact check me. I could fact check myself, but my computer's probably working slow today, so we're not going to get pissed at that. I already have a headache. But like, it's one of those like, tell me where the rules are, and then I can learn how to operate inside the rules. I'm not supposed to call women females anymore. That's fine. I'm going to do it from time to time to show you that I know the rule. But like out of a disrespect for authority, I'm going to pick at the rule every once in a while. It's the same reason that you should steal from work. There's a clip I have out on the internet from another podcast. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Go look at my stupid fucking Instagram and all that bullshit. Make me more famous. So I have to so I can stop asking you to do things like that. Like at a certain point, I'll get to like a number and I'll be like, hey, you guys don't have to do anything else. That's going to be cool. Why do I have to do all the work to get all the followers, you know? This is a pyramid scheme. It's a cult. Do you think cults just grow on their own? No. It needs other people who are indoctrinated to get other people. So tell like 2 or 3 of your friends. Be like, hey, listen to this stupid podcast. But anyways, the point is I like playing in those bounds. It's the same thing of like, it's like when people get pissed about like, oh, comedy's the last bastion of free speech. Yes. But it's kind of fun that you have like those bounds to play in. Because without any rules, you're not doing anything shocking, or you're not doing anything groundbreaking. If you're just going up there and saying F slurs and calling things gay as like a mean thing, or saying retard, and I just said it, but I'm using it as an example. Like, it's not back. It's just, we can play with it a little bit more, you know? You have to do it correctly. We found where the line was. We found when it wasn't funny anymore. We now understand the ramifications of using words and how they feel towards people. You can't rap about seeing a woman through her window anymore as the outro to your song. I mean, you can. You're just going to get skewered for it, all right? And that's why I like to know the rules. So you can butt up against them. You can brush up against them. You can tap dance over them a little bit just so people know. I understand your rules. I just want you to know that right now, what I'm saying is more important than that. On the regular, you're right. We can't just be out here calling people F slurs and then being like, no. I don't mean you as a gay person. I mean my buddy. Like, we're not doing that. But when somebody's walking by you and is like being a little strange and you're in like a group of people and you just drop it like real quick and it fucking crushes, you're not wrong either. Because you picked the right time to audaciously just break that societal rule. This has been Comedy 101 with Ray Roberts. But no, like, that's like my feeling lately is like, no, like, I'm trying. And should we need to try? Yes, because we're humans. That's kind of the human condition. We're born with original sin. You get baptized to wash away your original sin. Thanks, Eve. Then you get fucking christened. Confirmed. That's the word I was looking for. To show that you're an adult and you know the rules. So now we go. You break the rules every once in a while. you say sorry, and when Donald Trump starts the Armageddon, you're in. We are about 2 weeks away from people being like, maybe the atomic bomb is the rapture. So when people are just like fucking vaporized, they're actually going to heaven. See, they're saved. Their body's not here anymore. Their like they just completely disappeared. You're welcome for us rapturing you. That's good. We are very close to that being the next cell on this Iran situation that we caused with Israel. Golly. That's a weird thing I gotta stop thinking of things on microphone. I gotta stick to the fucking rundown. What else did we want to cover? We'll get to Iran and how we're just systematically fucking shit up all the time. Since last week, we've had a pretty good run. We've been doing a lot of comedy. Did a couple of fun sets. Did a fun show. Did a rad show last Wednesday. I believe I announced it on here. It was a great time. I haven't done like a good indie living room. Let's throw some fucking folding chairs in a room, have 15, 20 people, do some weird shit. I haven't done one of those shows in a minute. And it makes you remember sometimes, like, what you started doing comedy for. And you just, like, talk some shit, do some fun things, be a little goofy in a living room, talk to some comics, like there wasn't even, like, a green room per se, but, like, everybody kind of, like, kicked it in the kitchen and was talking shit. And you're like, this is what it used to be. Like, not everybody trying to say, like, slurs to get more reactions online. Like, we're in a living room, just fucking kicking it, doing it for the love of the game. Didn't pay anything, didn't even ask, didn't care. Had a great time. Evelyn Troutman's the fucking shit. She's the best. Just doing weird shit all the time, pulling it off. I told her this a couple of weeks ago. Watching her get away with a lot of the shit that she gets away with, like, makes me want to be a better comic. If she can get away with that, and it's funny, why the fuck can't I? So that was so much fun. Met some new friends. Met a very nice new friend. Met some, re-met some other, like, it's just fun to do shit like that. Smoked a hand-rolled cigarette, hadn't had a hand-rolled cigarette in a while. Incredible times. Then yesterday, I went bowling on Sunday. Just the boys. Me, John Moore, this guy named Bennett, I don't know his last name, he's a comic. I was texting with somebody and they were like, do you have any friends that aren't comics? And I'm like, fuck no. I've been doing this shit for a decade. I don't even have family anymore. Like, this is what I do. I mean, I have friends from my other job. I went and got lunch with them. Like, it's like work and comedy. That's what you do. That's where you hang out. Would it be nice to have a... Yeah, sure. Cool. But then every time... I mean, I do, but, like, not in Chicago. And then you go catch up with them, and they're like, oh, so-and-so's in fucking second grade now. And you're like, go fuck yourself. I've wasted a second grader's life of doing this bullshit. And you're molding the future of society, and I'm on, like, a podcast talking shit. No, I don't want to talk to those people. But there's nothing... I mean, this is what I'm supposed to do. But went bowling. Bowling fucking rules. Put up a little quick slide story of me bowling, and people said my bowling form is terrible. Sure. I'm 35, and I bowl once every 3 months, and then before that it was years. And I had a spare to pick up. I picked up the spare. Nobody pointed that out. Maybe the form was just now it's horrible all the time, but I had to pick up a spare. Just because it doesn't look good doesn't mean I can't do it, you know? It's not about being perfect. It's about getting the job done, and I got the job done. That's Ray Roberts football there. Free agent time in football, you know? Speaking of football, I also did Zany's Monday night. Fucking blast. Hanging out with everybody was a good time. Had a great time on stage. I fucking love working there. It's like one of those, like, every once in a while when you're like, oh, things aren't moving quick enough. You're like, no, one of, like, the most famous places in the world for stand-up comedy. The original comedy club in the city of Chicago. They fuck with you from time to time. That's kind of cool. Who cares if I don't do Chuckle Fuck's Happy Room inside of whatever bar that's got 37 people on the lineup? 35 of those 37 people aren't doing what I'm doing. And it's not about comparing yourself to others. It's about remembering what you're doing. And that's cool. Like having a good set on one of the most famous stages in all of comedy. Very cool. Having that fucking Zany Chicago sign behind you in a picture. So cool. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I forgot to post, like, the picture of the lineup the other day, and I was like, fuck. Now I feel like I'm big time in this place. Like, I was so excited. It's gonna go in my, like, end of the month wrap up. That's for sure. But now it's like now I'm being a tryhard, showing it off. But it's like, God, how fucking lucky am I that I get to do this? It's very, very cool. But the NFL, it's in the NFL, we're switching it up. Look at the balls on this guy. The Baltimore Ravens. The look at the balls on this guy brought to you by insert sponsor here. I need to text my guy who is working on that to see what's going on with that. I also need you guys to spread this so now I have a sponsor and I can stop bugging you to Venmo me money. Like if everybody Venmoed me like $5 to $10 that listens to this, we'd be in a good spot. Except for Harrison or Marie. Harrison sends me money every month through the Patreon. That's a thing. Marie sent me enough money on the Patreon last time that all fell apart. Thank you guys. Eric Smith, you don't need to either. Not Eric Smith. Wow. Eric Smith's a comic from Milwaukee. Now I'm going to forget Eric's last name. I'll remember it near the end, maybe. You don't need to. You shared the podcast once, a couple of weeks ago. You've been listening for years. You're the fucking man. It's going to bug me all fucking day now. Comic in Youngstown runs a bingo night at the bowling alley there. Go to it. Ask him his last name. Tell him that Ray sent you. And then text me what it is. God, I'm so pissed. I don't have my phone. My computer's going to be slow. Whatever. You know who you are. Other people know who you are. The three of you don't feel obligated. But no, look at the balls on this guy. The Baltimore Ravens. It's NFL free agent time. The legal tampering period. And the Baltimore Ravens traded for Max Crosby. White Boy of the Year every year. I was talking to my friends from work, friends of color. And we were like, we were all bummed that he went to the Ravens because we want him in Chicago. And we all even said we would buy a Max Crosby jersey day one. Because he's the fucking man. He's like if Eminem came out back in the day and said the N-word, we would all be like, do you know what? He's Eminem. And we would skewer him for it now, you know? Like it's something that would be a big issue for him now in 2026. But like Max Crosby in 2026 can get away with it. That's how good he is at football. That's how real of a dude he is. That's how respected he is in all communities. He's like a Puerto Rican guy who says it because they just get away with saying it for some reason. That's the flavor of white guy that Max Crosby is. And the Ravens traded 2 first-round picks for him, even though he's got a torn meniscus, etc., etc. And then last night at like 10 o'clock, I don't know if it was 10 o'clock, but like, you know what I mean? They were just like, nah, he failed his physical. We don't want to do this trade anymore. And then this morning they signed Trey Hendrickson. So they got like a different white defensive end, and they were like, we don't feel like dealing with this anymore. So that's fun. So look at the balls on this guy, Baltimore Ravens. Fuck the Ravens because they left Cleveland and became the Ravens. Fuck the Ravens because fuck the Ravens. I love Baltimore, though. Baltimore fucking rims. But I'm excited to see, since it's free agent time, the backup quarterback for the Packers. An ex-girlfriend and I legitimately would argue about Malik Willis. He played quarterback for Liberty and is now like a career backup. And like the Dolphins just signed him to be their starting quarterback. And I'm so excited to watch this fucking blow up in their faces. And then text that woman and be like, see, maybe I do know something about ball. All right? Matt Flynn looked like a fucking rock star until he went out to Seattle. And then a 3rd-round pick named Russell Wilson beat him out. Fucking Jordan Love looked like a good backup to Aaron Rodgers. Now he comes up, can't win a fucking playoff game. Malik Willis goes to Miami. Went to Liberty University, but hopefully he's a good Christian, so he doesn't get caught up in everything that Miami's got to offer. Because that first game, when he throws like 4 interceptions, gonna fire up the old texting machine and be like, sup, girl? Not hitting you up for a sneaky link. Not trying to get back in them jeans. Just need you to know that I know that you're mad that Malik Willis is bad at football. Because that means I know ball more than you, and you would hate for that to be a thing. So I'm not trying to root for anybody's downfall. We want everybody to be successful. This was the same girl who, all right, we're going to be a little... This is like a thing on the internet now that I see on threads. Hey, fellas, what are we doing? That, like, being a certified eater, quote unquote, is like a moniker that you can get. Like, that should be one of my credits when somebody brings me on stage now. You've seen this guy at Zany's. Alaska Before You Die Festival. He's got a podcast called the Comedy and Mushroom Cult Podcast. Certified eater. Give it up for Ray Roberts. Like, what? A girl said that to me. She goes, how's it feel? And it's like, it feels like I've had sex before with a woman. I'm supposed to expect her to do that, and I'm not going to? That just seems rude. Sorry, I'm the brother. Okay, we're not doing it. We're doing it. Fuck it. I'm a brother to a sister, a son of a mother. I respect women, all right? And I want them to have fun, too. I also happen to be pretty okay at it. Who doesn't like doing what they're good at? Sup? All right, enough of that. Did I put that in the rundown? Yeah. This is my fucking podcast. This is what we're talking about. This is about society. And part of society right now is being an eater and not being an eater. If you're not an eater, you're fucking weird. Anorexia is bad. Clean your plate. You bitch. Alright, I guess. What a dumb podcast. This is what you guys signed up for. Maybe don't share that one to your friends. I mean, am I gonna make that one of the clips this week? Probably. But, like, who gives a fuck? The internet's just a fucking commercial for me at this point anyways. That's what we're treating it as. It's fucking snowing right now. I had my shirt off and was reading by the lake on Sunday, getting some rays. Some sun rays. And now it's fucking snowing outside. That's why, that's why my throat sounds a little fucked. And my sinuses are a little torched. The world's trying to break me down. It's gonna happen, you know. We can deal with World War III popping off. We can deal with being broke. We can deal with so many of these things, but all at once it's getting old. So it'd be super cool if one of these things broke, you know? Not being appreciated for what I'm doing I'm being appreciated, but I'm not bitching about it. I'm in a better place than a lot of people. But fuck, you know? It'd be nice if just, like, Mercury was out of retrograde again, or whatever the fuck's going on. My Venus falling. Who knows, you know? I would like to be like the phoenix. Rise from the ashes. I guess you have to be in ashes to rise from them, so. I think we got a pretty good pile of ashes. Let's come out of it pretty well. Oh, we're still at war. Can we be more about me this week? Ugh. We're doing okay. You know, it's just one of those, like, fucking Christ. In International Women's History Month, I would expect to be doing better. Ugh. Not 100%, but like 77, 78, 83, whatever the statistics are currently. I'd be fine with that right now. Just a solid B minus C plus. That'd be cool. Still at war with Iran. They're kicking the shit out of Tel Aviv. Like, it looks like the Iron Dome's completely down. Like, did they have that many missiles that they can completely shut down the Iron Dome? Like, what are we sending I need to be clear. Anti-war. Don't want to talk about war like it's an us versus them. Like it's sports. Producer, play One Day by Modest Yahoo in the background of this to show that, one, I love The Chosen People. Two, because that song's a banger. Three, to show that I love humanity as a whole. I don't think we could clear the rights to using that. But just, like, hum it in your head while I go on this cool little thing, just so you know. I think we're all one, you know? And when we forget that, that's when shit like this happens. Like, the world is split up into demonic, cannibalistic pedophiles, and then the rest of us, and we're actively dying. because they need to hide that they are as such. And then that way we keep fighting each other. But like, what are we sending so much money to Israel for? And why are we spending so much money on bombs ourselves? And like all of my taxes go to war prep for us and Israel and like 3 other countries. And Iran's like painting fucking helicopters on the ground and we're bombing paint. They have like inflatable tanks we're bombing. And then just for like every night, they just like are fucking peppering Tel Aviv. When we've been like told for so many decades that like Israel's got this like iron dome that makes them like impossible to attack, and we're the strongest military might in the world. But like our guys are dying because because Iran's like bombing us back. Now nobody would say that that's. It's very weird to say that that's justified for U.S. citizens to be killed by a foreign army. But when U.S. citizens are being killed by a domestic police conglomerate, I don't know. When we started this one, it kind of seems like they might be in the. I mean, nobody's saying Iran's great. Like, they kill fucking college kids and shit. Like, even recently, there's a reason why every Iranian person I know is like, hey, it's good that the Ayatollah is gone. But also, look who's doing it. Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. Just like a completely different religion that they're fucking crazy about. And that's, what religion do we want to choose? Crazy, fanatical Christianity? Zionist Judaism? Fucking whatever religion it is to sacrifice children to Moloch? Capital? Like whatever money? Whatever you're saying. Like, at least radical Muslims have like, they're like, well, no, we have like a book that's got like all the rules in it. And do we take it maybe a little too seriously? Sure. But like, we follow the rules. Most of the time. You get what I'm saying. Where it seems like the other side is just like, nah, we make our own rules. But now I'm supposed to be scared all the time of attacks on U.S. soil. Because the CIA, FBI, some other alphabet soup, Palantir, I don't know. Like whatever group is in control of our country these days, found like a radio signal, a secret one. It's so secret that I know about it, you know? Like, I love when like the news is like, we need to gin up some panic here stateside so people will support us. How are we going to do that? Let's release the secret radio signal. Not the Epstein files. That's on email in black and white in letters. We got to still redact all that shit. But like, we found this fucking radio signal telling sleeper cells in the United States, Iranian terrorist sleeper cells in the United States, how and when to attack us. We found it. You guys need to know all about it. Ignore what we're doing over there, how much money we're spending. When like all of you could be quite literally living for free instead of asking the podcast listeners for drink money to impress a girl. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, it's 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 some real boomer shit for them to think that we would forget the post 9/11 early 2000s world. Like Gen X, millennial, some older Gen Z maybe. All are in the like, we're supposed to pretend that we didn't live through like the Bush years. Like this is the sloppy Bush years. Like if the Bush administration had a whole bunch of emails talking about how they raped and murdered and ate children, this is what they would do. And we're supposed to like forget that that ever happened. Like we used to wake up every day and see what the terror alert was. Oh, today's only a fucking Green Day. Shout out Green Day. Can't wait for the next rock opera about what's going on right now. At least back then we got fucking American Idiot out of it. This time they just changed American Idiot lyrics to MAGA agenda. Cool. Like you guys can't be hacked too. Come on. But you did it on the Super Bowl. That's pretty punk rock. But like we would wake up and be like, oh, it's yellow. Oh, it's 4th of July. We're gonna be on high terror alert. When like we know that they're gonna, like they're saying, like they're telegraphing it. They're telegraphing false flag attacks in our country. Like I'm calling my shot. It's gonna be, and I mean these aren't surprises because these are our big cities, but like these are also where we have giant ice like conglomerates. What's the word I'm looking for? Presence, like a big ice presence. Chicago, Minneapolis, LA, New York City. It's going to be, my guess is probably Minneapolis because it's already, like they're already trying to do, or like Portland. Chicago, it's going to be nice in Chicago soon. ICE is going to want to be back here again. And they're going to want to shut down the city and terrify everybody and go after a new kind of minority, another brown minority. So that way they can just, oh, you're Indian, close enough. Get in the fucking van. Like they're going to do that. All because they want us to be like we went through with Afghanistan. Fucking Al Jazeera's coming for us. Al Jazeera's the news. Al Qaeda. Al Jazeera. Al Qaeda. Fucking. What a dipshit. Fucking Al Sharpton can get it. But like Al Qaeda was gonna get us. Fucking ISIS was gonna get us. Hezbollah's gonna get us now. Like it's whatever it takes to keep us afraid and forget about all this Epstein shit. Like now that like what we have now should shut down our fucking government and it hasn't. Why wouldn't they just put it all out? Nobody's gonna stop working. Everybody's terrified of getting kicked out of their apartments. We're gonna keep the ball fucking rolling, you know? Though they at least have to pretend. They have to go by the playbook. And make sure everybody's scared all the time. And if all else fails, they're gonna make sure that Iran gets raptured, you know? That's in their playbook. Ugh. But that's about it. This has been, I like the vibe of this. Very laid back. I'm sorry, like again, I have a little bit of a headache still. It's snowing when it was fucking gorgeous the other day. Sometimes you just have a lot of balls up in the air, a lot of plates spinning, and you're just frantically doing it, and you're just trying to stay calm. When all you need is that one pretty girl to be like, hey, quit being weird. You're actually cool. Or that one job to be like, hey, quit stressing about money. We got you. You know? You just need a good win. We just need one good win. And the ball will be rolling. But like in a positive way. Are we feeling the bind? A little bit. Pressure makes diamonds, though, you know? It also just makes little piles of coal. If you collapse inside of it. But my little motto lately has been Chicago is taken down better men than me. Good thing I'm not a better man, you know? We're working on it. That'd be a fun t-shirt. Could sell it to all my other dirtbag friends. But no, it's great. Love life. Life's the best. That's what makes me so mad all the time about all of this shit. It's like we're just so lucky to be alive. Like I know that it sounds manic sometimes. It is manic sometimes. But it's just impossible to look at everything going on and being like, how are they so mad? Life fucking rules. Like, I'm maybe at the second lowest point in my life. Maybe first. This might take the cake. But, like, even then, it's hard to, like, unmotivate me. Because we're still alive. We're still in the game. This shit fucking rips. You're living somebody's dream. I'm living somebody's dream. I'm living my dream. And we need to remember that. All right? Good little pep talk. Shout out 311 Day. Amber is the color of your energy. I think that's my favorite 311 song. I think. Oh, Beautiful Disaster. Beautiful Disaster. Shout out to my one ex who I made Beautiful Disaster my ringtone for her because I loved 311 at the time. And I should have fucking known right off the rip that that was going to end badly. But hey, you're 16 and you got 99 cents. All right? You're going to make Beautiful Disaster your ringtone. Then you're going to make that person a pillar of your life for a long time. And then they discover opiates and are like, hey, these are way better. And I get it. I've had Vicodin. I completely get it. But no, thanks so much. Have a good day. Love you, bye.